honestly, I can't believe I'm sharing this story with you guys, but as that's what most of you requested, and I am a man of my word, here we go. Now, I was about 15 and a half. This is about 4 months after I had lost my virginity to the man girl. Anyone who hasn't heard that story, I suggest you go do so. It's one of the funniest ones I've got. So, on this day in particular, I'm hanging out with my ex-girlfriend, Deanna. Now, Deanna was fine. She was my ex-girlfriend. We had broken up, we weren't dating anymore, but we were still friends. Deanna had a cousin who we're gonna call Dee Dee. Dee Dee would come over to Deanna's house to stay the month every freaking summer. And it would always be super cool when this chick came over, not only because this chick was super fun to be around, but this chick was super model pretty, man. Not only did she have a really banging body, but she had like these light freckles and light red hair, just enough to give her that cute little schoolgirl look. Like, this chick was pretty as all hell, man. So needless to say, I had the biggest crush on this girl. Of course, Deanna, being the ratchet little cupid that she is, went between the both of us and basically let us both know that we both had crushes on each other. So on that day, after I got done hanging out with Deanna, Dee Dee, and a couple other people over at Deanna's house, my mom called me into the house because she had to go out and run errands and she wanted me to watch the house while she was gone. I go take a shower, and after I get out the shower, I'm drip drying, with the towel around my waist. I'm playing a little bit of Max Payne on Xbox. That game was my shit. And halfway through my game, I get a couple of knocks at the front door. I'm figuring, okay, well, maybe my mom came back home a little bit later. Maybe she forgot something. So I'm still wearing my towel. I look out the peephole. It's Deanna, Dee Dee, and another one of Deanna's friends, Emily. Now I open up the door to see what they wanted. After talking for a little bit, Deanna asks if they could come in. So they walk in. They didn't go to the living room. They didn't even stop in the kitchen to check my refrigerator to see if I had anything good to drink. These chicks went right upstairs into my room, and the way they walked is almost as if they expected me to follow them. Of course I did, given it's my house, and I'm not gonna just let these chicks go into my room unsupervised. We go into my room, man, and I'll never forget it. Emily shuts the door, right? We start talking and bull crapping a little bit, cracking a couple jokes. Now, Dee Dee is usually extremely talkative, but on this particular day, she wasn't saying crap. She was just giving me this googly-eyed look. Deanna just looks at me, and with the most serious look, she's like, take off your towel. I'm just like, excuse me? She's like, take off your towel. On one hand, yes, I want to take off my towel because this is going to lead to hopefully awesome things happening. But then on the other hand, I'm like, wait a minute, man, you can't just go whipping out your balls all willy-nilly, man. You gotta think this through, okay? What if you take off your towel and nothing happens? They just want to see your drink so that they can laugh at you. Women do these types of things, Maurice. Come on, baby, think. I leave out the room with the girls, and I go into the bathroom. I close the door. I lock it. First of all, it can't just be me, okay? Every dude has had to go into the bathroom and give their own penis a pep talk. If anyone's ever seen Braveheart or like another war movie or anything like that where you gotta give the riveting speech to your soldiers right before the huge climactic battle, that is what I went into the bathroom for, okay? I am the commander, all right? And my junk is the soldiers. I would hate to be the only one who did this before they got some nookie as a young teenager. After being in the bathroom for like 2-3 minutes preparing for this to go down, I put my towel back on, I go back into the room. Dee Dee is standing next to Deanna. Deanna's like, take off your towel. And so I'm like, all right, cool, because I already am prepared, this is gonna happen. Deanna's like, well, lay down. I lay down on the bed, and Deanna starts messing with me. And while she's messing with me, I see Dee Dee take off her underwear up under her dress. She kept on her dress, she just took off her underwear. And she comes and she sits like right on my lower stomach. Man, my mind is racing. I'm like, it's about to happen. So of course I'm aesthetic, but of course I can't show that, right? In my mind, I'm like, whoa, ooh, yeah. But of course, on the outside, I'm trying to look calm and collected, like this type of thing happens all the time, which it didn't, but I don't want these chicks to know that. I'm not trying to be thirsty, okay? So I'm sitting there, man, and this chick, she's sitting on my lower stomach. Deanna gets a condom and she puts it on me. Dee Dee reaches back, grabs it, and lifts up, getting ready to put it in. Man, tell me why I heard the most blood-curdling and horrifically awful sound I could have ever heard in my life at that moment, man. I wish I was exaggerating when I told you guys this happened, but I hear this loud screeching sound. I've come in contact with this particular loud, blood-curdling screeching sound so much that I'm already 114% sure it's my mom's brakes. As a kid, when you're home alone, you tend to do crap you know you're not supposed to be doing. With that being said, any kid who's used to being home alone and doing that crap they know they're not supposed to be doing has become particularly familiar with the drop check. Now, what's the drop check, you may ask? It's when you're doing something you know you're not supposed to be doing. You hear something which could or could not be your parents pulling into the driveway. You drop whatever you're doing and you run to a window and you lift it open just wide enough so that you can check to make sure if it's them or not. When I heard this specific sound, I had heard this sound many times before. My mom's brakes were horribly bad. So bad so as to whereas I could tell when she was coming home because I would hear this specific screeching halfway down the freaking street due to the fact that I was extremely preoccupied with the delicious looking female that was sitting on my lower stomach. I hadn't noticed the sound until it was already in the freaking driveway. Man, no other situation could have warranted me throwing these females off of me so fast and so violently and running my bucket naked self over to the window only to see in complete horror that my mom is indeed pulling into the driveway. Man, I've never gotten dressed so fast in my life. Now, needless to say, a lot of you guys are more than likely already know this. I'm not a good criminal. Okay? I'm not a good liar. I sweat. I tell on myself. I've never panicked so hard in my life, man. You would think that 7 cars filled with Russian mobsters had pulled up to my house and just got out, all brandishing automatic guns as fast as I jumped up and started yelling just horrifically bad instructions at the females in hopes that I would not get caught. Quick, you gotta get up, go. Oh, I don't even think I knew what I was saying. I remember telling one of the girls to get in the closet, the other one to hide underneath my brother's bed in the other room, and Dee Dee to get inside the bathtub in the bathroom. I literally said this crap without saying anything else to the females or looking back to see what they were doing. I run downstairs and I try to get my face together to look like I'm not doing stuff that I know I'm not supposed to be doing. So after I've gotten myself looking composed and whatnot, I open up the front door, I greet my mom who's holding 2 hands full of groceries, and I'm like, hey mom, how are you doing? How are you? How was your day? How did you find the groceries correctly? It is sunny today, right? It's looking nice. I didn't say that specifically, but you get the idea. I'm trying to stall my mom to keep her outside as long as possible to give the girls more time to get into the proper hiding places. My mom was specifically good with women's intuition, good enough as to where she knew something was afoot, okay? Like I said, I'm not good at this crap. When my mom sees that I'm acting so erratic, I'm probably sweating and shaking and whatnot, and probably stuttering as well. She's like, what's going on? Huh? What's wrong with you, Maurice? What's going on? And I'm like, me? Nothing's wrong with Maurice. He's okay. I'm good. Are you okay? What's going on? You doing something you're not supposed to be doing? Because you know what? You know your ass is mine. That's my mom's specific phrase for whenever I was doing something. That was my mom's specific, I'ma kick your ass phrase. Your ass is mine. I'm trying to keep her from going upstairs. And of course she sees that. She walks right upstairs, man. Till this day, I do not know how she knew so well where to look at because it's like she sniffed him out. And it's like my specific body language and the way I'm acting and how nervous I'm being led her to know that it was specific women. I'm just shitting bricks now, man. I am pooping pellets right now, man. I'm going to drastic measures to try to keep her away from the closet. Right as she went to my closet door, I yelled out, Mama, no, I'm that. She opens the closet and I'm like, oh shit. There's no one freaking there. So she's like, yeah, you know what? We gonna check the rest of the upstairs. She checks all of upstairs, including all of the hiding places. None of the girls are hiding in any of the hiding places that I told them to hide at. And as she's checking the bathroom, she opens the curtain back to look into the tub. And while she's looking into the tub, I look out the bathroom window. These chicks were thugging it through the backyards and over the gates to get into their backyard. And of course I'm relieved, but at the same moment I'm just like how did they get downstairs? How did these chicks get outside? That is some thug shit. I'm deeply relieved, man, because, you know, okay, I'm not getting in trouble for this. I'll never forget it, man. My mom looks at me, she's like, I know you up to something, boy. And when I find it, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And if I feel that you doing some shit and I don't know what it is, then I'm gonna whoop your ass to get you for the shit that I know you probably did, but I don't know you doing. Now get downstairs and go to the car and help me with the rest of the goddamn groceries. So that's exactly what happens, man. I go downstairs and I help my mom, and I'll never forget this shit. 10 minutes into me helping my mom with the groceries, these little douchebags have the brass, the testicular fortitude to walk up to the car while I'm helping my mom with the groceries. Hey, Miss Stanley, you guys need some help bringing groceries into the house? So me, Emily, Deanna, and Dee Dee are all helping my mom bring the groceries into the house. And my mom never knew about that. I'm just sitting there like, you crafty little bastards. Like, who is that dastardly? I was so close, so close. I don't even remember taking off the condom. I don't think I took off the condom. I don't think I had time to take off the condom. Last week, you guys had a chance to choose a story. Of course, everyone said your first threesome. I'm gonna let you guys vote on what story you guys want to hear next week, yet again. This time the choices are, of course, since a lot of people wanted to hear it last week, I'll give you guys another chance to hear it this week. The time I went gay in defense of my girlfriend, or the time where I got my innocent coworker fired from a different job that I was working at. Now, the way you guys are going to vote for this, instead of doing 1,100 likes in 24 hours, which would be a bit excessive, we're going to do something a little bit different this week. The requirements to vote is this video has to reach 1,100 likes. Go to my Facebook like page and just comment on the very last post. Share that specific post, which will more likely be a story time, and comment down below which one you guys want to hear. Either me getting my innocent coworker fired from a different job we were working at, or me going gay to save my girlfriend. Just put the hashtag BHD Storytime. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this story. BHD up out of this mug. Twisms. Yeah. Say to me, man, what'd you say to me, dude? I'll break your face. I'll kill you. I'll freaking kill you. Everyone's more confused than they are scared. Like a couple of people are holding Maverick back.